Hi, my name is Simon. I'm 41. Am I? Yeah, I am. I'm going to talk about some things on this video now that I don't really talk about with anybody that I don't really know, but I will do. Maybe somebody will be interested. Okay, I'll start at the beginning, I suppose. When my mum and dad got divorced, um, we were sent to live with my dad, which I'm pretty sure is unusual because usually they go with the mother, but anyway, whatever, that's what happened. And we were supposed to be living with him, but we ended up living with my grandma and granddad, who were in their late 70s at the time, maybe early 80s, I'm not completely sure. They lived 3 doors up from him. So about this time as well, it's kind of hard to remember because of my age. I think I was only about 2 or 3 at the time, something like that. My dad started seeing somebody. My mum was seeing somebody as well eventually. Don't know how long after the divorce that happened. I was never told. But she was a nurse because he worked at the hospital. But the job went away. Because of partying and everything, drinking and drugs as well. It's probably why I don't really drink, and I've never taken drugs. Doesn't interest me. I see how it messes your life up. Anyway, I don't know how long he was with this woman. She went away, and then somebody else came along. I'm not going into names, but around this time, he drew something on the wall, which I've tried to draw. I'll try and get it on camera. Is that okay? And it had. This is off memory now. It was like a triangle.
Lift it up.
It was like a triangle, and it had an eye in the middle, and it had like tentacles coming off it. Now, it might have had a circle as well in the middle. I don't remember that. But anyway, to me, that's like some kind of a cult symbol. I don't know where he got it from, but I do remember that he was always interested in like dark things. Like, I'm pretty sure he was interested in the art of Geiger, for instance, which is very occult if you don't know. I won't go into what it is, but it is. And there was always some kind of strange feeling in the house, and it was fun too. It was funny at the time. Like, I remember once he took us somewhere, and he was really drunk. He had a pee in the bottle, and he hid it under the bus seat at the back, upstairs at the back. And he said it would take him weeks to find that. Me and Vicky thought that were hilarious. I mean, it's not very nice, really, but he was only in his late 20s. I mean, I don't know if that's an excuse or not. But anyway, I'm getting off the point. He died when I was 13. And he'd been drinking a lot that day, for a change. And I've been told he'd taken some pills. I don't know what they were. And he was being really obnoxious to not so much to me, but to my sister. He was saying things that he shouldn't have been saying and acting strange. And he was acting drunk, but it was more than that. Anyway, eventually, because we were being looked after that night, we were living with my mum at the time. By this time, and she'd gone out with a friend for a night out, so we were staying at her friend's house where he was. So eventually they got sick of him and they asked him to leave, and he went out, and that's the last thing I know. I got told a bit later on he was sitting on the seat on the front doorstep. So they left him, and he got later and later, and he didn't move, and it turned out he'd had a heart attack, I think. Something had happened anyway, and he died, maybe related to the bills. I wasn't really told. Nobody would talk about it with us. So I don't know how my sister feels about it, but it would have been nice to have been told something. I mean, I don't even know where his ashes were spread. It's like it's nothing to do with me. But anyway, my auntie told me once. She only ever told me once, and I've never asked her about it because she's not exactly easy to talk to. I don't find she is anyway. That not long after he died, she saw his ghost, and he needed help. So she said, all she told me was they got him help. I don't know what that means. I assume she means from the church, because she is religious.
So it sounds like they crossed him over or something.
Yeah, it could be that, yeah. But like I say, I wasn't involved in it. I didn't even know about it until maybe 5 years after it had happened. So,
I think they delay telling you stuff because you've got a younger mind and you just, you can't absorb what you're being told. So it's not always easy to tell a child. So you have to,
yeah.
just tell them details, but not to go into, great depth of it.
Well, the other thing is, as well, is my dad had a friend, they were like Richie and Eddie off bottom, actually. They used to, I nearly swore then. They used to fight with each other and like they'd get each other on the floor and poke each other in the eyes and things like that. And like the house, the flat, sorry, that they lived in, they just had everything thrown on the floor. And they go on, like, have you ever heard of is it free cycling, where they go and get food out of the skips? Well, they were doing that before there was a name for it.
Yeah, they call it dumpster diving
They
now.
didn't pay for the gas and electric bill, so they had no power on, they had no heat on. You'd go around and all the food would be in the bath with full of water, like the butter and the yogurts and stuff like that. I mean, they'd give anybody something to eat if they wanted it, but a lot of people wouldn't want it, would they? I mean, I when I was a kid, I did actually, but I don't think I would now, but.
Well, that's it. You know better now, but obviously as a child, you don't know any better.
The other thing they used to do is, as well, this isn't supernatural stuff at the moment, but because they had no way of cooking anything, they used to cross over the road behind the park and build a fire and cook us the food outside, because they had no way of cooking anything. It's pay your bills, and you don't have to mess about like this. It's ridiculous. We're living in the 20th century now. Well, we were living in the 20th century at the time, not the Stone Age. You know what I mean? Anyway, and they used to camp out sometimes as well. And his friend used to go begging. He used to make a lot of money doing that as well. But he had somewhere to live, so that's how I know. They're not all exactly being honest with you. But obviously some of them are. I'm not saying that. But I've lost where I was up to now. Oh yeah, his friend told me that from the town that we lived in, he'd come out of his flat and he was going to his sister's, my auntie. This was a few months before he died, and he felt like he was being attacked by something. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember because I was only about 14 at the time, maybe, when I was told this, something like that. But he felt like he was under attack. They thought they'd sorted it out and got rid of it, and whatever it was came back again. This is in the middle of the day as well, which. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll maybe continue if people are interested. Thanks for listening. Please
like and subscribe.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. Comment, questions, anything like that. It's appreciated. Thanks anyway, and I'll be back soon.